In representing the solutions to quadratic inequalities, we may present it in four different forms. Whatever we could solve using the different processes needed for solving the solutions for the quadratic inequalities, we are going to come up with number one, the linear inequality form. That linear inequality form could be transformed into other three forms, which are the solution set, the graph, and the interval notation. I'm going to share to you a practice exercise in representing the following linear inequality forms into the other three forms. These are actually in the form of linear inequality form. Even if we are talking already about quadratic inequalities, they are still considered to be linear because the value for x here are just equal to 1. Okay, I mean the exponent of x here is just equal to 1. So all of these are possible values that may come up later on when we solve solutions to quadratic inequalities. Take note that we are talking already now with quadratic inequalities. Similar to your linear inequalities in comparison to linear equations in one variable, the solutions to inequalities are infinitely many. Because if we talk about values greater than 1, it doesn't just simply mean 2, 3, or 4. It even includes the radical expressions or the rational numbers and the fractions involved within that area. So we cannot pinpoint one value, but we could express it into a form that we are representing the whole quantity of the solution set. So number one, we are going to share here the solution set, and we will try to graph, and we will give the interval notation. So this is already the linear inequality form, and this means that the solutions for a possible quadratic inequality are all values greater than -2, but less than 5. So that means all values greater than -2, which are actually -1 or even -1.999999 until 4.9999, meaning there are too many to write. So we could just express it as in a solution set. The type of set that we are going to use is that the type of set notation that is actually talking about many possible solutions and we cannot list it. So we are not going to use the roster form, but rather we are going to use the set builder form. So for the solution set, the set builder form maybe are all values of x, and simply copy that here. That will suffice our solution set. No need to worry. There are other forms, there are actually other ways to write the solution set and set builder, but could also suffice the solution set. This means that all values of x such that x is greater than -2 but less than 5. This is the solution set for number one. As for the graph, okay, we could graph it in the real number line. So let me insert here a real number line here. Okay, for a while. Okay. This extends, this real number line extends to -infinity to the left and positive infinity to the right. Again, don't be confused. The graph that we are making here is the graph of the solution, not the graph of a quadratic equation or inequality that will give us this result. Because the graph of a quadratic inequality or quadratic function or expression, quadratic equation is not necessarily a line. But for the solutions for this given examples here, we are going to use the real number line. Of course, you can write here all the values that you want later. Okay, let me just copy this and duplicate this for the rest. That I will not be um, making them for the rest of the items. So I will have here a number 2 as well in number 3 and have it in number 4. I'm gonna probably bring it a little bit lower because this is the second form of illustration of solution set. So the graph here, this means that all values of x which are in between -2 and 5. So I could write here -2 and I could write here 5. Or if you would like, you will start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. But I could just simply write that because that is what my points endpoints are. So all values between So all values between these two. Okay. You already know how to graph this in your grade 7 years. Just a short of review. To complete this, look at the notations for inequality. This is greater than. This is also less than from this standpoint. So it doesn't include the endpoints. So we are going to use open circle, open circle. So let's make it open. I'm going to erase it here. Open circle. Okay. That is actually the graph of this solution here in from the linear inequality form. Other references do not actually use open circle. They actually use parentheses. Right? But here, we will try to combine both because this will help us when we are going to write our interval notation. Okay, so this is our graph. So interval notation will just cover the endpoints of the solution. In the graph, you have -2 until 5. Separate the two endpoints by a comma. And the notation you have used here, parentheses, will be your closing grouping here. This is the interval notation for number 1. Again, some of you might remember that we actually did this in your grade 7 years. Just have a short review before we go to the solving of quadratic inequalities. Okay, so these are the other representations of the solutions for the quadratic inequality. So you might notice if you're going to read other references, they don't necessarily place this. They somehow show interval notation, some are showing graph, solution set, or combinations of the four. But nevertheless, all of these four mean the same thing. The difference between number 1 and number 2 is the presence of the equality here. So we just simply need to write it. Okay, so solution set, same thing, solution x such that, and then place the inequality form here, but make sure to write the correct inequality form, equal. Okay, so for the graph, still, we're going to use here -2, we'll have here +5, and all the values between. That is what it meant by the linear inequality form. So all the values here, any value here, are greater than -2, but they are actually also less than 5. So all here. The only difference in the graph is that the open circle would actually be a shaded circle to denote inclusion. What do you mean by inclusion, sir? Inclusion means the endpoints here are part of the solution. When you say value of x greater than or equal to 2, I mean equal to -2. So -2 is possible because we have here equal. 5 is also possible because 5 is equal to 5. It may not be less than to 5, but since we have here the equality, that means we will accept here 5. So we shade the circle, and instead of parentheses, we are going to use brackets. Again, other books are not using this, but we are combining this so that our interval notation will be way easier. Again, we will have -2 separated with 5 by a comma, and instead of parentheses, we are going to use brackets for our interval notation. So see the difference between number 1 and number 2? Just because of the presence of the equal sign, the graph and interval notation obviously is different from one another, even the solution set. Okay. This is for everything inside because that is what it meant. All values of x greater than -2 but less than 5. So all values inside. But for number 3, that's a different story. We have here all values of x greater than 5 or values of x less than -2. So if you're just going to pick values lang po, give me a value negative greater than 5. So you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even 1 million, even negative, even 1 billion. So all values above. And then if you talk about x is less than -2, you could choose -10, -100, -1 million, even all the values towards the left. So we are talking about two different areas of values of numbers which are just combined by the conjunction or. So any of the two or both could stand as a solution. So to make it as a solution set, we simply create two different solution sets. Okay, still using the set builder form, x such that x is greater than 5. Okay, and the other one is simply making this as a set x such that x is less than -2. They are two different solution sets out from the two different areas of values of numbers which are possible for a possible quadratic inequality. But since we are joining them into one by the conjunction or, we are going to use the symbol for sets, which is actually considering the combination of both. And out of the four set operations, union, intersection, set difference, set complement, the union operation is what allows us, the operation that allows us to combine any two different sets. So we are going to use the union here, and its symbol, the cup, union, cup, 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 yan. Because the inverted cup is the intersection. So this is our solution set. This means we are combining both areas. As for the graph, it could also be presented here as well, that you could see two different areas of the graph, because this is where you will see -2 and this is where you will see 5 in the proper arrangement of real numbers in the real number line. Of course, regardless of whether 5 is written first, you cannot write here 5 and you cannot write here -2, because the arrangement in the real number line states that the lesser value should be placed in the left, and the higher value or the larger value must be placed in the right. And 5 is larger than -2. Consequently, -2 is smaller than +5. So we're going to shade areas greater than 5, which include 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000. So all values here to the top. Since it does not end, because we don't know where infinity is or what is the value of the infinity, we have here an open uh, an arrowhead. Earlier, it's okay not to place an arrowhead because it includes everything inside. Okay, so here it's greater than. So this is, we'll use open circle. So I'm going to erase this open circle. And to complete that, since it's open, we will use parentheses. Okay. That's the first graph. The graph of the second solution set must also be placed in the same graph. Do not write two different graphs in the same graph, because that same graph will tell us all the values possible for the solution set. So we'll have here -2 and all values towards the left. And arrowhead will tell us that it reaches until infinity, negative infinity. We open this one because it doesn't include -2, right? And then we make a graph, this one, okay? This means that all values less than 2, and still you're right here open. Take a look at the 2. It seems like they are powering up on both sides. This is probably Son Goku and then Vegeta fighting both sides. Okay. Here you are fighting towards one another. Anyway, this is just a pun. So this is actually our result. And then out from this, we can come up with an interval notation. How do we come up with interval notation? We come up with the interval notation for each of the graph here. For this graph, it stretches to the left of -infinity until -2. Since -2 uses parentheses here, we will use parentheses here. Infinity, we don't know what the value of that. Yes, infinite negativity is included, but we don't know the value of that, so we always open it. On the other side, you have here 5, open for 5, and open to positive infinity. You may or may not write here the positive sign, and open towards infinity because infinity is immeasurable. Now that we have two different interval notations, we still need to combine them. And just like what happened to the sets, when we talk about combination, we used union. Here, we are still going to use union. So see what happened with number 3 and compare it with the previous numbers. In the previous numbers, we have all values inside, and the interval notation includes two different endpoints. Here, we have two different separate graphs, two separate interval notations to simply combine it with union. Similar to number 5, probably just need to uh, um, include the presence of the equality. So for the solution set, you have x such as x is greater than or equal to 5. And then you have here x such that x is less than or equal to -2. Combine them with a cup union. And then the graph will again include -2. Sorry for that. And then +5. And then they go in opposite directions. Our head will do. But since we include here equality, so this becomes close. Shade circle and a bracket. Here as well, all the values below it, arrowhead. And by the way, make sure not to extend it here. You circle and then another bracket. And for the interval notation, okay, so the interval notation for this is still open for -infinity because infinity, we don't know the value for that. -2, and since we have a bracket, we will use bracket. This means -2 is included in the solution set or is also a solution. And then you have here 5 included to +infinity, which will actually be open and combine them with the cup symbol for union. Okay, so this is how we express our solutions to quadratic inequalities. Expect that when we are going to solve quadratic inequalities later, probably for the next video, we will be asked to express this expression, the linear inequality form, into solution set, graph, or interval notation. Okay? So again, the next video will cover how to solve the quadratic inequalities, and as soon as we will give the linear inequality form of the solutions, let us try to express them into solution set. We will draw a graph and let's create the interval notation. So be excited for the next video. See you. Goodbye.